Well, it's snowing again. Car probably won't be on the road for a little bit longer. Ah, there we go, some more light. It's pretty late, it's like maybe 12:30. I just brushed off the roof of the garage because if we don't, the weight might make the tarp fall or something, I don't know. We've always been doing it since we bought it, but the car's definitely not going to be on the road for a little bit. It's supposed to rain pretty shortly after this and it should clear up, but we'll see. So someone pointed out on my Instagram the video of me backing my car out of the garage for the first time in a long time. They noticed that my muffler wasn't there, that part of my exhaust was missing, and there's actually a part where you can actually see all the condensation and the exhaust smoke coming up out of the wheel wells, and I'll put that up right here. So what ended up happening was that the NVIDIA N1 muffler that I have, well, the whole catback that I have actually is repurposed. It's reused from someone else's car. I got it from someone on Facebook Marketplace. I traded them for a DC Sport because they wanted a quiet muffler because they live in like a strict area. So what ended up happening was that the N1 itself, for some reason, for my car, I know a lot of other cars like Ryan's STI doesn't have it, but anyway, the N1 for the Civic has these little rivets, and that's how they keep the muffler tip on. So if you order a silver one or a blue one, they'll just take this off, put the other one on, and then rivet it in place. So what ended up happening was that the previous owner was really low to the ground. He definitely had more of a stance car. He actually scraped a couple of the mid pipes, so I had to replace a section about this big underneath the car. But what happened was I ended up getting the welds, well, actually got this tack welded by my friend's dad, or friend's uncle actually. So now it doesn't vibrate anymore. I used to be able to just go like this and you would hear like click clack, but you could see that, you might not be able to see, but it's not perfectly round. At one point he must have backed into like one of those cement blocks for parking or something like that, or went over a speed bump or something. So because he kind of crushed it, those rivets came loose, so the whole thing buzzed. So at a certain RPM the muffler would buzz and it just didn't sound good, so I just had my friend's dad weld this in place, so now that doesn't happen anymore. But this is really gross and dirty, so I'm going to clean it up on this little bench buffer that I have. It would help if this was plugged in, probably. So, I just did about half of it. Not sure how well you could see this, but you can just see how shiny it is now. But right here, it's still really dirty. I just want to kind of show you guys the difference between them. Let me try and focus this in a little bit better. Okay, there you go. So, you can see it's still really dirty. I still have to work here, but comparatively it's a lot nicer looking. So I think this is a little bit better lighting. You can definitely tell that this is much cleaner than it was before. It's an older one, so some of the blue is kind of coming off of it, but for the most part it looks much nicer than it did, like right here, which is all like covered in grime and years of street use. So in the last video you saw Ryan and I go to Oval Speed. It's a place out in Massapequa if you guys are familiar with Long Island or anything. It's like a race surplus store. Ryan did end up getting a 6-point Simpson harness. Anyway, while I was there I saw these Joe's Racing products there. They had these little hooks. They were selling them for a big amount there, so I checked on Amazon and they sold them way cheaper on Amazon. So I like to help a smaller business, but if it's that big of a difference in price, I'm sorry. You know, I'm on a budget myself, so anyway, this goes around my auto power cage, So about like right here by the roll protection on the ceiling, this is going to go so that way I can hook my steering wheel onto it when I'm not using it. So that way I'm not just like leaving it on a seat or like I feel like I have to take it with me. So with this piece, I can also, for racing, I can put my helmet on it. If I were to have this on the roll bar, I can just kind of jam my helmet on and it'll just hang there so that way it's out of the way of me, or if there's a passenger inside the car, I don't have to tell them to hold it. So I'm going to put this in along with the muffler, and I'll probably be with Ryan again because he always comes over. So I'll be doing that shortly, and I will show you some other stuff we're going to do. Snow has all landed. It's all frozen over now. So snow should clear up. It was supposed to snow later this week, but apparently it's not going to do that anymore. So now I might be able to get the car on the road a little earlier, which I am very excited for. I recently just ordered some new parts for the car for myself and some of my 8th gen friends and my tuner. We all did like a bulk order of this fuel sender for the 8th gen Civic. The float for the 8th gens aren't very healthy with E85. About a week and a half of my car being on E85, I burnt straight through it, and now my fuel always says empty, no matter how much miles I have or how recently I fill it up. So what I've been doing is I have been basing it off of mileage. So I get about 200 to 220. So depending on how hard I'm driving the car, I'll just fill it up whenever I'm near a gas station that has E85. So I'm just going to brush off the rest of the car. And I just got to move this big ass pile of snow. And I'm going to go into the garage. Ryan should be coming over soon. We're going to be working on this a little bit. I have some small things that you will have seen me already do. And Ryan wants to do some mud flaps on his STI that he had left over from when he used to have his WRX. So I'm pretty blocked in here. This is all like snow that froze overnight, so the Civic is definitely not moving anywhere, so I'm going to take the tractor and plow it.
Күз кез көз, күш кеш көш, кір кер көр, күл кел көл, кілең қысқа сөз кім оқиды тез. Арқада алты арқар бар, қырқада қырық арқар бар, қырық арқарда ақ арқар бар, алты арқар.
Oh god. So that's about as much as I'm going to be able to do with the tractor. The rest I'm just going to have to do by snow.
You just blowing from Stupid Town?
By snow. By a shovel. So now I just need to clear off this because my bumper will definitely not clear this. So So we're just backing Ryan out right now, then it's going to be my turn to go on the lift. I have those two little things to do. We're just going to back him out and get him out of the driveway totally. So tightening up the rest of my cat back, or my axle back, and that's basically it. Super quick thing, just so that way I can put it back on. It does look a little bit nicer since I shined it up. And now, we just have to put that little hook in, I definitely could have done this on the ground, but because it's snowing and stuff, I definitely didn't want to do that. Plus, we have the lift, so why not use it? The hook that I was talking about, we got online. I'll put the link for it down below, but it's basically just goes around the cage or wherever kind of thing you have. It's gonna be kind of annoying to line this up properly, but essentially these two just screw together, and it makes a hook on your roll cage, so that way you can put certain things on there. I had this D&D quick release. Most people, when they do the quick release, they don't let the horn button work, but mine does. I wanted to make sure that it did work, but now with that hook piece, I can take this off and can hang it up right here for when I'm just out of the car or at a show or in between events. Or I could also hang my helmet here, so it's just out of my way. It's not in the passenger's lap if there is a passenger. So just a quick little in and out and back on. So I'm probably going to leave this here for now, but yeah, that's that little maybe $10 piece on Amazon. So definitely worth getting if you have a kind of roll bar, or even if you have a harness you can mount it lower, or if you have any kind of something that you can hang it on. It's worth the little investment that it is. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Just really quick, something on my car. Like I was saying in the update video, I had some stuff that I had recorded, but not enough to make a full video, so this is the rest of it. Also, for Ryan's car, I was going to slap it in the end of this video, but it would have made it too long. Everyone said that the 10-minute mark is a good place to leave it at, otherwise it's a little too long. So I'm going to make Ryan's video totally separate. It's 2 cars anyway. So on Ryan's car, we're doing wheels and we're doing mud flaps. So if you guys are interested in that, then take a look at it when it comes out, which will probably be in a day or 2 from when this one comes out. I just need some time to edit it. And then after that, we still have a lot of stuff coming for Billy's car, the Evo 9. We have Will and his Type R has some stuff coming in. Matt and his RSX, we have some things. So we got plenty of content coming. Ryan will be trying to go to a track day in Englishtown. If he does end up going, I'm going to give him a GoPro to borrow so he can get some content for the channel. He's very on the fence about it though, because weather is a little inclement. It might rain out in Englishtown. He doesn't want to have to drive all the way there just to turn around and come back home. So regardless of whether or not he goes to that, we'll have some content because we have a lot of stuff coming in. So between everyone, we have a lot of content. So subscribe, stay tuned, like this video, comment what else you want to see. Let me know how you guys are liking the new format of everything. Basically, that whole video was filmed with the Hero 5 that Christian gave me. So thanks again to him for lending me his GoPro. Also, since that last update video, which was only like a day or 2 ago, I had gotten already like another 10 subscribers. So between just talking to other people on Instagram and whatnot, and probably from Honda Vlogs giving me the shout out, I definitely think the channel's starting to grow. So if we can get this channel to hit 100, that'd be awesome. I want to try and do that by the end of this week or the start of next week. So share it with your friends, get the channel to 100. We're pretty close. We're about 30 away right now. Actually, it might be even less at this point. So thank you again for everyone that's helping. I really didn't expect the channel to not get big as it is now, but especially not as fast as it did. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the quality and the effort that I'm putting in to make these videos. So if you do, give me a subscribe, give me a like, and let me know what else I can do to get these videos a little bit better. Well, it's getting late. I got class in the morning, I got work after class, and then I got work after my other work. So tomorrow's gonna be a pretty long day. I should definitely get to sleep, and I'll see you in the next one.